Bienvenidos, episode 8 of the Bibhor and Oskar podcast.
This is not it. This is the massage gun.
Take it easy.
$25.99.
We just got I'm not sure if you all noticed, but we have reached 1,000 followers officially on TikTok, which ultimately means that we have opened up the TikTok shop. So now we're able to sell on TikTok. In which case, before this, we just went on live for about an hour to sell different products on TikTok, like NeuroMints, like some pure magnesium oil spray, which you could use for
variety of different
health benefits.
Yeah. But we're sticking to the health trend today. So we had a massage gun, we had a neck massager, we had the magnesium, we had energy and focus NeuroMints, and we had an iPod charger, an iPhone charger. iPods are not a thing anymore, right? They discontinued that?
iPods are no longer a thing. Yeah.
When did the iPod die?
The iPod, I think, stopped in 2020. Actually, I think it was the last one. It's fairly recent, actually, and it's not that old.
It had to have been pretty recent, dude, because like you still need software updates, right?
2022.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah. But 20 years, it lasted 20 years. But now, I mean, I guess with the iPhone and everything like that, you really don't have a need for an iPod like you did in the past.
Well, it's with what? With what?
Because of the iPhone and or an iPad.
I don't think that's the reason there's no iPod anymore. I think it's because we moved to streaming. Like essentially the need for you to listen to music on a premise hosted device is no longer needed because everything is on the internet, right?
Well, I guess that kind of fits the purpose of what has cellular available. The two things that have cellular are iPads and iPhones. iPods never had a cellular capability.
Right. So essentially just your phone. Like the phone essentially just took over because you can connect to the internet a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
So.
And the iPad. Yeah. Because it connects to the internet.
Yeah. Are we recording?
We are recording, yeah. We're already running up inside episode 8, man. So yeah, I mean, ultimately we just did an hour of this selling stuff and we're going to be posting it alongside all the other stuff. So keep an eye out.
We got Work Talk joining live. You know, it'd be funny, dude. One day someone famous will join. You think?
Maybe.
It's like a blue check mark.
We also run live simultaneously on TikTok. So if Thursday nights at 9, join us on TikTok live as well if you want to watch us live recording these episodes. If not, if you're joining us from YouTube or from the YouTube Shorts and everything, bienvenidos. But yeah, doing a lot of things, man. Trying to hustle. That's the name of the game. In which case, speaking of hustling, what's been going on in the world, man?
Well, the World War III will not happen.
No, luckily.
So that was avoided.
It feels like this week is compared to last week is pretty optimistic and good. You know, no more issues. Well,
the tariffs are down. I think, right? Like I think so I follow this guy on TikTok and his name is News Daddy, and this guy was the most famous singular news source on TikTok. He had the most followers.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a young guy, British guy, I think, I believe. But his whole thing is like he just reports on it. And he's pretty good and pretty spot on about stuff. But he just said, this has never happened before. When the Pope got elected, everything started falling in line together. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I guess, like, you know, like I'm not thinking about it, but like things started happening, like talks, you know, like
causation versus correlation.
Right? Yeah. But it's kind of funny, right?
Yeah. It is kind of interesting, right? Like a lot of, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. On the point of the Pope, I'm kind of, I feel good about it. You know, it's kind of cool that he speaks English, that he's American, that he is a White Sox fan. That he his brothers are just they're goofy and they love him, you know what I mean?
He said some stuff
cool.
about so he recently got in trouble about some old stuff resurfacing.
Yeah.
And it was his brother had said some stuff about
JD Vance and everything like that.
No, about Nancy Pelosi. That guy's politics for yeah.
One of his brothers super right wing and the other brother's left wing apparently. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I only heard the thing about the right wing stuff, but apparently what he called it, Nancy Pelosi a cunt. And then basically the guy that now the Pope had liked that back then. So it was like, what like, why did he like it? Did he endorse that message? And I was like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Amen.
That's kind of funny, but...
Ironic, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Those kind I don't know. That is kind of a weird thing now that you have to kind of judge the Pope based on his social medias.
Yeah, because like I feel like eventually, like, the Pope has a Twitter account, right?
Well, I don't think he he probably doesn't manage it himself now, but before you're the Pope, technically I imagine that you have a Twitter or something like that.
Isn't that insane? Like that, like world leaders that are like, world leaders have like Twitter accounts. I'm not talking about like Western world leaders, like like Trump or like Trudeau or whatever, right? I'm talking about like the Ayatollah Khomeini has a Twitter account. Like, wait, what? Like,
well, I mean, but I think it's kind of hard to leave out those other people out of the conversation, in the sense of like, I don't know. Trump to me was like the first politician, at least in the United States, that we saw kind of be that communicative over Twitter, which kind of gave that sense of like you're able to communicate directly to the person, even though realistically you can't. But it gave that almost impression, right? So did other leaders look at that and say like, wow, this is a powerful tool, in fact,
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyone would be. I wonder if you can add like a like an option for someone to join live. Would be kind of cool,
Oh, like if you can.
Like, how do I leave a message on here that can tell people like, hey, you can join live? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how? Because I can't say it.
I mean, you have to invite them, yeah.
No, I get that. Like, what I'm trying to say is, can I can I have a message on here that says, hey, if you want to join live, let us know? Like, how do I go about?
Maybe you gotta draw it on there. What were you just at?
Like, penis.
The background?
No.
No, that's not it. What was the page that you were just at before this? Yeah, draw and guess, maybe? No, change. Oh, no.
No, this like physically draw somebody, like a drawing.
Oh, no. This is different. Go back up. What about the poll? Do you want to join?
No. Glizzy.
If you want to join, write a comment on the bottom. Yeah, that's ultimately what we're saying.
Yeah, because like you should be able to like have a
way to write something.
Yeah.
What if you enhance?
Enhance sticker. Can I write something on the sticker?
Looks like it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ask to join live.
Oh, okay. How do you
delete?
There's no delete.
On the right.
Oh shit. All right. Ask to
join
live. Looking for okay, whatever. How do I done. There you go, dude.
Can you make it bigger?
Just put it over. Just put it in there. If someone misses that, then like I don't know what to tell you. Like that's pretty good background. Like, all right. Anyways, dude. Oh shit. All right. Perfect. What do we got today, dude? What's going on in your world? And what's coming up with the photo booth rental? What's the part of our segment, I guess, that we do now by force is entrepreneurship by day, like
by force.
Entrepreneurship ideas of the week, dude. What's our genius entrepreneur idea of the week?
So this week we're still on Shipley Tech, so we haven't really escaped that idea yet. That's still in motion. For those of you just joining for the first time, this segment was birthed out of me wanting to buy land to tend a farm of tangerines or mandarins. I forget what it was. But I was going to buy about like 11 acres here in Temecula, but decided not to. And then I switched gears to a photo booth rental business, which is still in the works. But now I also switched gears to a business that I was working on in the past, which is called Shipley Tech. ShipleyTech.com if you want to check it out online. It's designed to help remote companies and remote workforces ship and send computers, logistics regarding their technology assets. I work in IT myself, and I realize that has been a big pain in the butt working for an entirely remote company, that dealing with assets all over the world has become tough. So tools like Shipley Tech make that easier for someone like me who works in that field. So yeah, that's my current venture.
Nice. I have an idea. So, I look at stuff and I see different entrepreneurs throughout TikTok that talk about different business ideas they do throughout the week, and this one really caught my eyes. And I thought about this like a while ago when I was living in Corona. But what it was you come to basically you start a subscription service where you go and clean people's garbage cans. Right? So because garbage cans get super dirty and nobody's trying to clean them. So your service is, hey, I'll come clean your garbage can once a month, or I'll come clean your garbage can once a week, and you pay me $50 a month.
Once a week?
Yeah. Whatever you want to do that. Whatever the rate is. I don't know what the rate the subscription is. Maybe $50 a month is kind of a little too much for like.
Well, I'm just thinking, maybe $50 a month, but you come once a month, not every day.
Okay, yeah.
Once a week. Yeah. That's what I was
Or $20, or you come every other week. Because trash cans get pretty dirty, right? So like a subscription business to where you go around your local neighborhood and then you just basically sign them up to clean their trash can. I think people do that.
You just gotta know what day the trash delivers. The trash picks up, and do it that same day.
Or one
because no one wants to pick up their trash.
That too. So you could be an add-on service to this, is like where you handle their trash can. You take it out and you put it back in, and then you clean it, and that's your monthly subscription. You do it every week. Imagine, and then you could charge like $50 for that. That's actually worth $50 if you charge a service to where you come to your house every week on trash day and you take out all my trash. And you charge me $50. You take it out, take it back in.
Just the bins, not actually take out the trash out of your house.
Yeah, just the bins out to the garbage collector. Yeah. That's a pretty good idea.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Especially if you're a kid, like let's say if you're like 15, 16, and you live in like a HOA community, you could do that. You could be like, hey, Mr. Neighbor, for $20 a month, I can come and take your trash out of your house, into your house, and then every week, no fail. You don't have to worry about your trash. Think about that. What I'm offering you is you don't have to worry about your trash again.
Yeah.
When you're going on vacation, guess what? Little Jimmy's gonna come take your trash out. You charge $20. Guess what? You have 50 customers. You gotta hire somebody to do that at that point, dude. Yeah. Your business is scaled, dude. But that's a that's a good business model that can scale, and there's no competition. I assume there's very little competition on this.
Not many people are doing that. No. So yeah, I guess like you have a little moat. A good kind of starting job, like you have to.
But think about this, right? Like, what is a Girl Scout cookies, right? What is that organization? They sell Girl Scout. It's like, hey, you start this as a non-profit, and you hire like Eagle Scout trash king. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like again, like that's. Hey, you're teaching them important values of taking the trash out.
Entrepreneurship,
how to handle like business finances, like how to build a subscription business model, right? And you give them a little badge, and you take them on a trip, like the waste management, like
the water district where they clean the poop and everything.
No. No. I am saying waste management cup, you motherfucker.
Oh.
Like a field trip.
You take like a waste management center, like a dump.
I guess you could go do some field trips that day.
That's some ideas not so far-fetched anymore.
When we lived in Cal State Long Beach has a trash center built within the campus.
Yeah.
So there's a giant dump, like built on the campus, and we
We
used
just
to,
call it a dump. It's like a
Recycling
composting and recycling center.
whatever.
You can't throw
it's a
all
dump.
your trash away there. Yeah.
And we used to go and dump our bottles there all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you make some money back. You
Community
can buy
service, yeah.
You buy a 30 rack with all the beers that you killed the night.
There you go. Or, I was kidding.
Who's Billy?
No.
But man, the past life. But in any case,
That's a good idea, huh? Subscription trash business, dude.
that is not a bad idea.
Real quick, if you are a young entrepreneur that is looking to get your feet up and going, and if you're between the age of like, anywhere from 10, I would say 11 to like 15, 16, 17, 18, and you want to start a little side hustle, go around your local neighborhood and then tell them, hey, I will take care of your trash business for $20 a month.
Arguably, you're also helping the planet, right? Can it just be a healthier, like, I'm sure all those foods give off methane.
There you go, dude.
So it's like...
If you have, like, let's say 50 customers in your book, you can literally sell that book for a ton of money to, like, someone that collects...
trash.
Yeah, you can, I'm sure, yeah. Honestly, that's a great idea. Why don't I do it, dude? I live right here, like, there's a ton of people now.
I'll be your first customer, man.
I know you're lazy and you don't want to do that. Like,
I've never, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever cleaned my trash can.
I don't want to take the trash out, I hate taking the trash
I
out.
don't have an issue with taking out the trash. I take out the trash.
Imagine there's boxes, you gotta, like, just fucking fold and break boxes, like...
Well, I mean, but yeah, I mean, that's
sucks. That sucks.
I mean, they're Amazon boxes mostly, but but I don't know. I don't think I've ever washed my trash can, to be honest.
Well, it's disgusting. If you have not wondered, it is absolutely filthy disgusting, your trash can.
After you wash it?
No, why would it be before you wash it?
Why do you need to wash a trash can?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, why do you need to wash it?
Have you ever looked inside your trash can?
It's a trash can.
It's disgusting.
It's a trash can.
Yeah, well, people wash them, dude. I wash my trash can.
How often?
Like, once every couple months.
Okay.
Like,
not once a week, though.
No, God, no. That's too much work. I don't have time for that shit. I just put soap. I have a hose. I just put, like, some dish soap in that shit. And I have the hose that, like, basically almost like pressure washing. And then I just fucking rinse that bitch out on a hot day. And then clean it until water is all clean. And then...
Where do you
let it dry.
Water? Do you throw it in the gutter or do you throw it in
the gutter, dude. Yeah.
So all that caca that you have on the thing that you said was disgusting to clean it?
Yeah, it's going to go on the drain.
Dolphins?
It's going to go on the drain, yes, correct. It's food for them.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. It's not plastic. It's a compost.
E. coli?
No, like, what do you... What? Do you think fish in the water don't shit? Like, are you kidding me?
Sure they do.
Where do you think
they
whale...
got a lot of water to dilute everything.
Okay, so this is also going to get a lot of water to dilute it. Like, what? Like, imagine how much disgusting, like, shit is in the water. Think about it. Of all the waters in the world, there's a ton of just straight...
They say the ocean water is so salty because of sperm whales.
Okay, I don't think that's true, but sure. Could be. Hey, we got a, who's this? We got a follower here, Judas, who is
Good
this?
segue.
Hey.
I'm just saying. No, but yeah, you're right. Dude, did you hear about this TikToker that was shot in Mexico?
What?
So there was this girl who was a TikToker who owned like an esthetician plant or a place like that, like a beauty salon.
Okay.
And she was on TikTok Live, and someone arrived and they shot her. So she was on TikTok Live and they murdered her. In Guadalajara, or Zapopan, more so. It's kind of suspicious. Her friend made her wait there a little bit longer, saying like, "Yeah, no, wait here because I'm gonna get your coffee."
Oh, that's a spot on. That's a spot on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it sounded like they were keeping her
out
on purpose. Yeah. So, but it's getting a lot of media attention, a lot of news. It's kind of exposing the facts around like femicide in Mexico is like it's a big issue.
Yeah.
They kill a lot of women over there just because it's a problem.
You can't say kill on.
I'm sorry.
Unalive.
I forgot it's alive. But it's femicide. I mean, what femicide? Look at what femicide is, I guess. But
what is it? Say it clearly. What is it?
femicide. It's like
Femicide.
homicide, but femicide.
But and what is it?
It's when targeted killings of
Unaliving.
Targeted unaliving of women.
Okay. Yeah. That's that probably happens in foreign countries. More
I
often
mean, it's
than
not the only place, but
You think they like okay? I mean, this one's probably not, but you think they harvest like stuff, right? Like that's a thing. Like let's say like, because you would think that things in the black market cost more, like your kidney and like other parts of your body. And I'm sure there's like people that just harvest organs and stuff, right? Like that's not that out of the norm. Because I hear things like this person went to Colombia to do like a hair transplant surgery or something, or some sort of breast implant or some sort of a cosmetic surgery, and then they woke up without like a kidney. Yeah. And then they're both under, so like you have to go under, so you're not. They just cut you at a different place and took your kidney out.
Yeah.
Think about then
I'm sure like that's a thing. You know, they take advantage of people who are willing to kind of go there to a different country or a different place without knowing, and they take advantage of them. You know, so that's kind of one of the risks or downsides.
Yeah. I think.
But my question is like, how often does that happen? You know what I mean? It's like in reality.
Happens often, I would say. I would say it happens. You have to think of like.
Is it like a rule though? You know what I mean? It's like, I guess that's my question.
Okay, so I mean, of all the people that go get plastic surgery or certain work done overseas for medical reasons, of that, I feel like a certain percentage of those people are targeted.
Well, but I mean, like, I guess like how many out of that percentage, how many of it like do they get their kidney or like do they have those kinds of incidents?
I would feel like that there's plenty.
Yeah.
There's a decent amount.
More than 20%?
No, God, no. 20%, no. Jesus
That's
Christ,
what I'm asking.
This is
like,
sub.
you mean like,
This is sub percent.
Okay.
You go 20%. Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what I'm asking, man. It's like, do you think it's like a rampant issue? Or
No. This is around like a percent.
It's like, you just got to be aware. Man.
Anywhere from like a percent to maybe a few percent. This is not even bordering 5.
It's a risk, but it's not like it's not an objection to say you should absolutely do this. Like, this is a terrible idea.
There's definitely a lot of trustable people out there.
Yeah.
Like there's like it's definitely a thing. Medical tourism is definitely a growing industry, especially as cost of healthcare becomes expensive in the West.
For sure. But I think that's also the biggest issue with medical tourism, right? It's just knowing what doctor is like a good doctor.
Yeah.
If you don't know anybody who's gone there, then how do you really know?
Yeah. Another brilliant idea that we thought of in the past is a catalog of medical tourism places throughout the world. So you start creating a repository of all these different clinics, and then you do some sort of a sequel of where you can do a search based on what your needs are, and then it spits out people in the area that you're looking at for particular services, right? And all you do is you can either get those queries. You can have a crawler get those queries from like Yelp, Google, or whatever, and then you put it up on the internet. And then you just, again, it will blow up. 2 ways of revenue is you can charge the firm that you're selling the leads to. So basically you act as like a gatekeeper of when someone says, oh, I want to contact this person. It goes through you and you sell that lead to that company. And then they pay for that, or you charge them just for exposure. It's like a marketing avenue, and the customer calls whoever the customer calls, and you're not really involved on that end. There's two different ways, but it's a good avenue to make money. It takes a lot of like thinking and back end process to build it out, but there's definitely
but there's a way. Yeah.
It's a business because
it's a big problem to solve, I think.
Because again, the cost, especially like people think about like even for us, right? Like for like even if you think about any surgery, right? Dental work, right? Like my parents, my dad did like dental work in Nepal. And it's basically dirt cheap compared to here. And
my mom did all her dental work in Mexico. Yeah.
See what I mean? So those kind of things. But the problem is, he knows. I'm saying like he knows people there, so he can go do those things. But like a general American that doesn't really have any connections overseas, how do you find those places and who vets them? Like you do. Like so, if there's a third party that goes and vets these, then like it's a lot of hard work to initially build it out, but if someone can build it out, and again, there are companies that exist out there that do something similar, but it's not a. You could be better. Like you just could.
Not a one-stop shop kind of thing.
Yeah, they're not that great. You could be better. Like they have no one has automated this stuff, and information needs to be coming in live. So if you can build some agents and stuff to pull information as they come in, like different, Google, Yelp, and whatever, or different review sites there, or if you can set up some sort of a team here that can call and verify those clinics there, and again, if you could build it, there's money to be made from just from an advertising stance, just on this whole thing. It's a growing market, right?
I mean, I even think there's the power of like web crawling and using Yelp or different like Google reviews. They're locally in that given country. Like I'm sure the doctor there locally has reviews. People use internet in, like, for example, Mexico, right? And where people in Guadalajara, Mexicali, Tijuana,
right,
they're rating their doctors and putting it there, and so you just translate it to these folks, and now you're getting the word of mouth, the social proof to show that the doctor is like a trustworthy doctor. But then we'll maybe take it a step more and say, hey, we could validate the prices. We can make sure that they're not going to see an American and charge you American prices, so to speak.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an added cost, and maybe we get a piece of that. I don't know. That's how we make the business, but it's going to be cheaper than what the service would be here.
Yeah. Again, all you're creating, to kind of dumb this down, is all you're creating is a directory.
Yeah.
That's all you're creating. From like a difficulty perspective, like all you're building is a directory that allows for easy query of those particular subject. Like Yelp doesn't do it. There's just like it's maybe there's one or two websites that are out there, but the goal is like those companies might not be spending as much money there. Like you might have to go to Vietnam or like Dubai or something to say, hey, like I want you to be part of my network, and this is how you benefit. And again, you can get a lot of good doctors to sign up for this because ultimately it can get them more business, right? And once you build the network, once you got the leads coming in, then you can charge whoever you want. It's not like the money making. Don't think about making money after that, because if you scale this, you make a shit ton of money, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, like you want it to be open, like a Yelp, right, for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing that exists now.
Yelp is a mafia, though. I don't trust Yelp.
Well, yeah, I kind of. But in the sense of like most companies that exist that focus on medical tourism, they're like a group or an organization, and you have to pay to be a part of their group or organization, and then you'll be a part of their pamphlet that they send to people and show off and say, hey,
right.
These are trusted doctors of our organization, right? But there's there's no social proof. Like there's nothing that says they're a good doctor, that another customer said, hey, I had a good experience.
What are I guess you have it up. Look up the top 5 countries for medical tourism. Just rip them off.
For medical tourism. Sorry.
No, go down. Okay, now open up that list, yeah. Alright, these are the top, is it 10?
Yep.
Top 10 countries for medical tourism. Alright, so we got Canada, Singapore, Japan, Spain, United Kingdom, Dubai, Costa Rica, Israel, Abu Dhabi, India. Yeah. I'm surprised like Turkey and like some countries like South America didn't like come up there in like Colombia or like
Mexico, things
Mexico.
like that. Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. The problem with this is like this is list, right? It's like it's curated, so whoever they're paying is like
Yeah. So you have to be a part of the group. In which case, the doctor had to pay to be part of that group. So
right.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good doctor. They just paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Unbiased place, dude.
Yeah. That's ultimately the goal, right? And there's a lot of different. Brazil is saying.
Brazil's great. Mexico. I feel like this list is better.
Panama, Costa Rica, Czech Republic,
Turkey.
Yeah. India, Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia.
Yeah, this looks good. This list looks good.
Yeah, this one seems more realistic as far as like what I would imagine to have like low cost comparable to like the U.S. and everything like that. Because the other ones are like saying like the UK, and I'm like, I feel like, well,
No, I think this
I guess
this
it's
makes
free,
sense.
but-
This makes sense. I think this. Where do you think the best hospital in the world is? No bias. What is the best hospital in the world? Or where do you think it is?
I'd say somewhere like Switzerland or something like that, or maybe like the UAE.
You don't think the best hospital in the world is in the United States? The best hospital in the world?
No.
You don't? It's probably here.
But like,
USA.
what makes it the best
USA.
hospital in the world? I guess, yeah.
The best hospital in the world? I'm sure there's some metric of like care that's like, best hospital in the world. Look it up. It's in the United States. I'm confident, dude. It is in Rochester, Minnesota.
The Mayo Clinic.
Dang.
So the Mayo Clinic is now like a chain, like Kaiser Permanente.
There's only 2 in the world.
What?
There's only 2 Mayo clinics.
No, there's a Mayo Clinic all over the world.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, dude, check this out.
How many? There's only 2, I think, no? Oh no, there's more than 2. There's like 5 now.
Yeah, they have one here, not so far off.
No, there's no one in California. Arizona has one. I know there's like few, but I guess there's only 3.
Man, that shit's hiding out there.
No, that's all one. That's all one. The Rochester one's all one. Yeah, there's only 3 in the whole world, dude. And I think there's one in Dubai. No. Oh. I think there was there's a Mayo Clinic in Dubai.
Yeah, there's a Mayo Clinic.
Yeah. Of course, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Mayo, Barcelona.
You don't think it would be like that's not it.
Mayo Clinic in Germany.
That's probably not it, dude. It's probably like just a different name. I know there's only 3. There's only I know there's one in Rochester.
No, it's the same
That's
place.
the goated, dude. The Rochester one's the goated one.
They also have offices in
Yeah.
Scottsdale, Jacksonville, London, Iowa, and Rochester. These are all their locations. Well,
Yeah, and then you think of like St. Jude's and stuff like that. It has to be like America, like
I'm just thinking like pure money, right? It's like if you have the money to.
oh, some guy wants to co-host it. Should we invite this guy, dude? Abdul.
Why not? Yeah, let's do it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Who's this guy?
Abdul, what's going on? Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up.
What?
Turn it up.
Oh, this is fucking wild, dude.
Abdul, what's going on?
Hello,
Hello, where are you from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan? Very cool, very cool. What time is it over there? It's early, no?
It's early.
Where are you from?
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:30 at night here.
Where are you from?
It's America.
United States. California.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh shit! Just send him some shit. Ah.
You have to send us something?
No, we gotta. Oh yeah. I don't know how to like kick people off.
Yeah.
I was trying to kick them off. Like,
Yeah, dude from Pakistan, bro.
that's wild. You don't they just have the shit going on right now?
Yeah.
Imagine if you were doing this like a year ago and like it's like some guy in like Palestine or something, or like Ukraine.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
I feel like they did.
Did you? So I was on a work call. This was about. This was right when like the Ukraine stuff was going on, like maybe like a couple of weeks after. And this guy, I was trying to sell him some stuff, and it was a security company, and he was like, "Hold on, let me go close my window," and he was in Kiev at the time, and like he was like, "Oh, like some shit just went down." I was like, "Why are you taking this call, dude?" Like,
it's yeah.
Is it that important? Like,
you're more focused on
living, surviving. Like,
should get out of Ukraine maybe, and then we could talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, well, I mean, some people. I mean, they're kind of used to it, I guess, in certain regards.
Do you think? You ever get used to that? I guess so.
I think if you see it once, then maybe you can kind of justify it. I think the first time is always the most shocking, you know?
I think eventually, you become numb to it, and it becomes your daily life.
Yeah.
Like right now, right? Like I feel like the stuff in Palestine is probably not. I'm sure there's still stuff happening, right?
Yeah. No, it's atrocities. Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Right, so it's like,
but it's like the human psyche just kind of like the first time you experience something, I feel it's like that's the most traumatic time.
right.
And
I saw a video other day. Oh, I think my TikTok or Instagram where like it just was like a missile was just shot. Maybe I can just send it to myself so I can show it. Let me see. No, I didn't send it to myself.
What was it?
It was basically a missile landing. People were just in the middle of town and just saw him, like, just look. Imagine looking up and you're like,
There's a missile coming.
yeah. And that was just like a video, and then it lands, and then the video like just, ends, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, that's intense.
You see the explosion though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And there's this guy that does a lot of like. I was actually doing this whole like Palestine Israel stuff. I was following this kid who was making vlogs from the war zone daily, and he was unalived in one of the things, and basically there's a whole like a TikTok thing that came out.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, he was basically it was like I would say like 16-year-old.
Yeah.
It was a day in the life. He was doing those day in the life, and then one day he just stopped doing them, and they were like, oh, like he was like. He was like on part of a attack or something that happened. Anyways, lighten the mood, right? Not really though, but I went to look at a house yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a house with a pool.
Are you gonna buy a house?
In Temecula here.
You're gonna buy it?
So we called our realtor and we said, hey, like, you know, this looks interesting, like, like what's going on, and inquired about this. So we talked to him, and he's like, yeah, let me give you guys a call in a couple hours, like we'll and then we'll go from there. In that 3 hours, that from when we called him to when he called us back, Sadie follows this influencer on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and the influencer has a child same age as Boston, and apparently there's a news story rumor going around on TikTok right now that her child has drowned on a pool, and he was airlifted to I don't know if it's I think the story's fully confirmed now, but it's basically like, oh, like the child's on like life support, and we're like, oh shit, we don't want to
have a pool anymore.
Yeah, like it really put the scare, and we're like, holy shit, yeah, like let's scrap this pool idea. Like, it's not a good idea, but because then like the thing is like you can get distracted like real fast, right?
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
You know, the dog is doing something, and like, oh, I gotta go look inside, and boom, you could just like go jump in the pool, you know.
An adult could drown in a pool. You know what I mean? And, like, you don't even have to be. Yeah.
So.
You have to put a fence. There's a lot of things that you have to kind of worry about, right? You have to kind of do the maintenance.
Even with the fence, right? Like, it could be open. You could have left it open.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no like unless it's like a child is like 13, 14 and knows how to swim and won't drown.
Yeah.
Like you're not like the chances like unless you like hit your head and fall and like that happens. But for a child, they just don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
You even know how to swim. You just don't know how to swim. You know.
Yeah.
So. No house. That was the thing. No house.
So no, you're not moving forward on. You're not gonna buy a house, or you just said no on the house with the.
No house with a pool.
Yeah.
Then if it's no house with a pool, then I was like, I don't really have a reason to move. Like,
I don't know.
my house is pretty nice. Like, yeah. I was like, well, shit. Then what am I moving for?
All your stuff is there, yeah. Then it's like,
All my stuff's there. It's a pretty big house. You know, I have an empty room. Like, what? You know, what do I need to like?
It's not gonna need more space. Yeah.
Oh, right. So it's like, it's big. My backyard's huge.
Yeah.
So I'm playing pickleball outside with Sadie. Like,
There you go.
yeah. So it's.
You have a full pickleball court essentially. Yeah, you have this is the size that you're just playing on grass.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, damn, man. I don't know if you wanna.
We'll end this early.
Yeah, because we did the hour of the other shop.
Yeah.
So I think we have a bunch of videos for the other things. Buy some stuff from us as we begin.
Check out our
this
shop.
journey.
Check out our showcase. Glizzy.
Check out the links below. Check out all the links, the videos. If you're watching on YouTube, come into the profile and click on the YouTube links that have the other stuff. Check it out. Just see how we sell. We do some Don Draper stuff. It's kind of interesting.
We still need an intro. Maybe like, oh no, maybe like when you cheers 2 bottles.
Ching ching. No, clink clink. I feel like
I don't know.
it's pretty slow.
Or we can get like a JR or someone that's saying, "Oh, Stone Cold," like from wrestling, you know?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Should we just smash 2 beers?
Ah!
Ah!
You know what's funny? I did a trip. I did a thing in Vegas. Like not a thing. It was a company sponsored event. It was an event, like a show, and I saw. What the fuck is this guy's name? He's a wrestler, famous wrestler. Jimmy Hart. I saw Jimmy Hart, dude. The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
It's been a while since I've heard Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart was there. I took a picture with him. I could probably find a picture. So this company brought Jimmy Hart as their like attraction to get people on there. Last year, they had God, I want to say Hulk Hogan.
No.
Someone really famous. I want to say it's Hulk Hogan. They probably had
Triple H, The Undertaker.
No, they're too. No. I think it's Hulk Hogan. Hulk
Dude,
Hogan.
The Undertaker would be pretty dope too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. I wonder who it was.
You know King?
Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kane's a mayor. Do you know that?
He became mayor.
He's a mayor of Knoxville, Knoxville County, dude.
What about who's Mr. Smiley, or who was the happy face that dude had like a mask who got thrown through the cage and landed?
For what? What was it for?
He had like a weird like brown leather face mask that went like this kind of thing. His name was like Mr. Smiley, or remember that? He had like a leather face mask. He had like long hair.
Mr. Smith, Mankind.
Nah, Mankind.
Mankind, yeah.
Mr. Smiley.
That's funny. Anyways, I'll find it. Yeah. Who's it? We got one more person, dude. We got one more person. Who is it? Who is it? Jesse, dude. Is this Jesse? Jesse? Bro. Oh, wait. It's Jesse, dude.
So,
Shit. Hey, Jesse. You remember Jesse, right?
Yeah.
No, Jesse from
IQ.
at IQ. Jesse. Sup, fellas? Hey, congratulations, brother. I just heard you had a second kid.
Hey, nice.
Gang, hey.
What?
Alright, dude, we gotta go.
It's late.
It's late.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I got permanently banned from Call of Duty.
What?
Yeah. I tried to open it up the other day. I was like, I'm kind of in the mood to play some Call of Duty, and I opened it up. It says I'm permanently banned for, I don't know, some weird reason. They said I violated their policies of like glitching or cheating or some shit. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
What?
Yeah.
You suck.
That's what I said. But I got banned. It says you're permanently banned for playing Call of Duty.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, so I have to like petition it, but check yours out. See if you're banned.
I don't. I have to pay just to like have the. I haven't. Yeah.
Did you cancel the online?
Well, no, because my card I had to get a new card, so the old card that was on there from a year ago was never updated, and I haven't plugged in my PlayStation since like Christmas, because that's what the Christmas tree.
You're probably banned.
Yeah, I'm probably banned.
You're
Yeah,
probably
damn.
banned. Yeah, you have a lifetime ban on you now.
Do you know there's this guy that makes skits, and part of his skit that he was making was like he's ready to apply for a job interview, and as part of his job interview process, they're like, hey, we just want to play first, we just want to play sound bits from your Xbox Live account. And he's like, what? Like, it's a little bizarre. He's like, why would I do that?
That's all I need, yeah.
And he's like, oh no. He's like, oh no, I didn't say anything. And he's like, yeah, play it. And then he's like, what if I did say something?
He's like, before you continue.
And then he was a savage. He's like, fuck, just this. I'm gonna come home and like,
It's like literally the worst version of yourself, and that's when they're.
I would just quit, dude. I mean, I don't want this job.
Yeah, you're like,
delete.
look at the time, bro. It's like this is not for me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, are we off?
Yeah, we are good to go. All right, brother.
Yes, sir.